55 plus, active adults, Charlotte area. I'm Roger Holloway. Some of you know I've already chosen to live this lifestyle with my wife because the kids on the cul-de-sac tripping over trikes, it's just finally mental wear and tear. So here we are. Now I'm a licensed real estate broker. I'm licensed in Charlotte and also in South Carolina with a license. And what I'll tell you is that the greater Charlotte area sits just above that state line. So when Carolina Orchards, for instance, built in Fort Mill, South Carolina, that's really a suburb. And we're going to look at it on the map here in our matrix. This is where we dwell. We dwell right here inside of matrix. This is our MLS here locally. So greater Charlotte area. For instance, just to give you a feel, up in this area is the Trilogy Lake Norman development. So you're northwest of Charlotte. This is the Imagery Lennar Mountain Island Lake development. You have three lakes here. You've got Lake Norman, got Mountain Island Lake. Charlotte gets the drinking water from there. And then you've got Lake Wylie. Now, Lake Wylie happens to be in both North and South Carolina. And for part of the state line is actually in the middle of Lake Wylie. That's interesting. There's that Fort Mill that I was telling you about. And there are others. So guys, what I'll tell you is let's just go into, again, where I live, work, and play. We go into results and we just sort of see what properties are available. Now, I'm going to go to single line display and just see all of them. Am I moving around too much for you here? So up in the Cornelius area, up on the north side of Charlotte, you've got Bailey's Glen. They've got a house there for $840 and change. Wow. Cottages at Marvin Gardens. That's down in south of South Charlotte. That's Saucy Burbank. Fabulous small enclave. And they've got pricing in the 700s there. Got several available ones. Really lovely. Short story. I tried to convince my wife, hey, let's buy there. I really like the cottage style, and that you could literally walk to the Publix grocery store and take your golf cart. But nay, she wasn't crazy about it. And so latest report, I'm still married. So that's good, right? It's good for me. Hopefully she thinks the same. Courtyards at Mint Hill. Most of these Epcon courtyards, and Joe Top's the guy to talk to on that one of my team. I've got a handful of team members. Joe Tops loves him some cottages at Marvin Gardens. You could call me. I'll give you his number. The courtyards, the Epcon courtyards. And so they're Mint Hill and Tega Cay. Mint Hill is from the actual Epcon mothership out of Columbus, Ohio. At Tega Cay, that was from a franchisee, but it's still all very good. I'm curious if this one was built in 2021, yet it's coming up as new construction. So I could dive into that if you chose to. I just don't know where I am on the screen. Am I here? Am I there? Let me just go in the middle and see if I can just dial that up since I'm talking so loud. Two-story with a basement. So that's interesting. So here it is. See, I'm in the way. And all I have is that exterior picture, which is probably a representative picture. It looks like a parking. That looks like the model home for sure there. So again, this is where you could use a guy like me to go and shoot a video for you of this exact house. For instance, if you were trying to be over in the Tega Cay, Baxter Village kind of area, Gold Hill Road, and you wanted to be near grandkids over there, for instance, so let's say live in Baxter Village, then you could say, hey, Roger Holloway, can you go shoot this house? It's actually probably almost done, just a few weeks from it. They don't have any pictures, current pictures. And this one has a basement, by the way. So it's a one-story house, no upstairs, but it's got a basement. And in that lower level, it's got a bathroom, a bedroom, and a great room, a living room. So really, that could be multi-generational. You could have your adult kids living down there, maybe taking care of you or just living with you, helping with the monthly expenses. And then 3 bedrooms and 2 baths up. Patty and I almost bought one of the courtyards, but guess what? We almost bought one of everything. We even bought one of something and didn't move into it. So the fact that we're in one now as of a few weeks ago is somewhat consequential, if you know my story. If you don't, you ought to hit subscribe. Let's get to know each other. So you've got Crestwood Charlotte from Coulter Homes. They've got some specs in the 500s. Then you've got Crestwood Wesley Chapel. This is the one we chose. And if you've been around a while and you've gotten to know me and Jack, the real estate dog, I'm looking for a shadow. I bet he's sitting right on the other side of that door. Then you might want to come here. We've got specs here in the mid fives. That's a great value right there, up into the upper sixes, 680-ish or so. I can go shoot a video of any one of those specs for you. Again, you start with a phone call to me, 704-345-3400, number on the screen. Here's another one, Cumberland. Now, this one's a little unusual because Cumberland up in the Concord area is, Niblock Homes. We love Niblock. They build a lot of great ranch product. And yet when I saw that, it caught me by surprise that there's another builder in there that's building 2-story homes, primary suite down, but 2-story nonetheless, not story and a half, but really like straight up 2-story. It just seemed unusual to me. Not a large enclave, but again, that other builder's great too. You got prices there in the mid fives to the 627-ish range. And again, everybody's got a button. You may say, hey, my kids live in Harrisburg. I want to be in that area, Harrisburg, Concord. Or you might say my kids are in Concord, or they're coming to Concord, or we like Concord, or Concord. Whatever it is, you have a button. Your time frame might be a button. Your budget is certainly a parameter that we want to live within. Esplanade at Northgate. Now, this is down in the southeast side of Charlotte. It says Indian Trail, feels more like Monroe. But even Crestwood and Wesley Chapel feels very much like Wesley Chapel, but it's a Monroe address. There's some complications and some intricacies, local, and we got that knowledge. But this is the brand new Taylor Morrison 55 Plus. They've already got a lifestyle director on staff while they've built their pickleball, while they're building their pool and that amenity. They are selling. Now there are power lines that run behind it, and some of these could be close to that. But you ought to just let me go, shoot a video for you if we're hitting on your button of price point. Would love to do that to you. Oh, here we go now. Here we go. Hansville and Lake Wiley. That neighborhood is called The Gentry. Now, that is a Coulter Homes neighborhood like Crestwood Charlotte and like Crestwood and Wesley Chapel. But Hansville and Lake Wiley, the Gentry section, is completely different. It's not a Crestwood product. They will have their own dock with boat slips available. But there's already a dock in the greater Hansville, but you share that with other people, custom homes, first-time home buyer stuff. There's all kind of stuff in Hansville on Lake Wiley. I love this neighborhood, right there at the water. But if you want to live in the Gentry and you're a water-type person, like a boat, kayak, that type of thing, jet ski, let us show you that. And again, Coulter Homes, that's what I'm in right now. We love the quality, and we think it's a notch above most of the production builders. And I can get on the phone and tell you why I think that. But Hansville, they've got properties from 502-ish up to about almost 700. Great. That is a great scenario. Imagery on Mountain Island. They've opened up that lot. I bet this one is one of those new lots priced at $964. That's kind of like a bowling alley lot with Mountain Island Lake at the other end. Long, narrow lots. They also have other, probably the 800, 700. These probably all are in that. Then they go down from there. Okay, Millbank, I'm surprised. Still building some new construction, very small. If you're a golfer, Millbank. Small enclave, you could walk to the Fort Mill Golf Club. Money. And then Pinnacle at Wesley Chapel, there's one left. Man, that price it was at $450 a couple of months ago. Now it's down to $400. If you want to be it says Monroe, it's really Wesley Chapel, 1 mile from the Target. Feels very much like Wesley Chapel. Great little enclave neighborhood. No big amenities, just a bocce ball and a clubhouse. They got a little fitness thing in there. I got an electrician here. Bang, bang, bang. But that would be a great value. I've got a video of that. If you want to see it, call me. The price just went down to $400. How long's it been since we've seen with a 3 in front of it, right? And here's another Courtyards product. That one's priced at $708. And then Courtyards. All right, so hey, that's good. And then the farm at Ingleside. Now, that's up right next to Trilogy Lake Norman. That's a production builder that we all like. Donnie Morrison is the mayor of the farm at Ingleside, but his deputy mayor is Rodney Jones, and Denise O'Farrell spends time up there. We love it up there at the farm at Ingleside. They have a ranch and 2-story section, kind of backs up to Trilogy and Achilles Point. Across the street on the old building, it's historical. They've got this 55 plus, got a few of my subscribers in there. Shout out, invite Jack and me up. We'll meet you at the Foundry. But these are some great values right here. from $394 up to $4. So from upper threes to upper fours, some quick move stuff up in the Denver area. You've got all those folks at the Trilogy, and you're going to make friends with them, and you're going to end up eating at the Foundry. I love that. So you want to call me, and Trilogy Lake Norman itself has one here priced at $426. So guys, give me a call, 704-345-3400. Hit subscribe if you like my vibe. Hopefully you do, or you wouldn't have stuck around for 10 minutes. And couple it with a phone call to 704-345-3400. We were right in the MLS talking about current inventory, 55 plus, active adult in the greater Charlotte area. You know you're coming here. Come on, don't wait for the market to shift and change. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And I'll see you in the next video. And by the way, I feel like I'm pushing a little bit. I'm not pushing because I'm pushy, but I am. I'm pushing not because I need a deal and I'm starving, none of that. I've got a team of 5 agents that are out doing the deals. I'm shooting the videos. We're working as a team. I'm excited because I just found myself in the middle of some people about the same age as me, wanting the same things as me, make new friends, hang out. You know, the pickleball courts are coming, 12. That's going to be cool. My wife's a pickler. And just meeting people. We're going to a block party this weekend that all the people in our little section are invited to. Going to make some new friends. Don't even lived at the other place on the kids on the cul-de-sac and hardly knew anybody's name. My fault, sure, but now it's different. That's why I'm excited. So couple it with a phone call, and I'll see you in the next video.